Hello everyone, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Back to fixing the cars. Jump right into our next row. I'm back. My wife uses a sat-nav when she visits her mother, but it doesn't tell her about the quality of roads. It takes her on the worst roads I've ever seen. The suspension is a mess. You know what to do. Thanks. Alright. So we are going to fix their suspension, yes? That was the wrong button. Go. Alright, well, still. We'll go in here. This way we can check the suspension, see which corner we need to look at, etc, etc. Okay, brake's not doing super well. %47%. Now let's do a suspension test. What does that yield? 34 and 35 in the front. How about the rear? Ooh! Okay, so we're looking at the left rear. Alright, let's get in here and put this baby in the air. See what this man's wife has done to their vehicle. And there we go. Sometimes the loading takes forever. Drives me crazy. Alright. Let's hide. Show hide. There we go. Alright. Wow. Destroyed is what I would say. Now these parts are orange because they were in the 40s. Wow, there's a lot of work. Oh boy. Alright. Man. That's a lot of damage. Wow. There's a lot of parts. Alright, we're looking at... Wow. Wow. A lot of work, to say the least. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted, but it's what I've got. I was worried that was going to happen. Let's see. That wheel's bad. How much are they paying us for this? $2,000. So we're going to start by only replacing the red parts. That's not red. And nope. Just want to view it. 44%. Okay, that's not red. Alright, we're gonna go for just red only. I don't have time for all this foolishness. I'm not gonna spend all my money when they don't want to spend money. There's a lot broken in this car. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna need left front tie rod in, or not tie rod in, sway bar in link. That sway bar looks damaged too. Let's turn that on. No, wait. Let's turn that back on. Take these bolts out. Alright, that's out. What else do we need? Can I... Okay, the sway bar is not a removable part. That's what that is. Okay. So on to the other side. Let's do this one half of the car at a time. We'll do the front and then do the rear so we have enough to keep up with. Remove, please. Remove, please. Oh, okay. I've got to take this off. Then I can take this out. Doop, doop, doop. Now we gotta get underneath. Get that off. Put this baby in the air. Yeah. Okay. We should be able to get this from underneath. Now I thought, okay, the bushings are fine. I wanted to check and see if the bushings were all right. It's underneath the car. Remove. I just have to remove this first. Then I can remove this. Yes. There is an order to all things. Okay. Shopping time. Yes. Access, please. Thank you. Alright, we're looking for... sway bar in link. Control arm. Front. There's gonna be crap. I'm gonna need a bunch. Yeah, see, here's the problem. There's 5 different types. Let's get this sway bar in. Alright, so we need suspension arm, front right, 288. Sway bar in link left. And we need... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do here. This is what I didn't do before. Shock absorber A, front right, and front left. Okay. So I'm looking for A, front right, 144, and A, front left. There we go. See, last time I bought a whole bunch of parts, and I think I bought every part of the... Let's go to assembly mode. Alright, that was the damaged one. So we've gotten rid of it. Pop this baby back in here. Now we gotta put it on the ground. That last episode, I got stumped by that exhaust manifold. I'm still reeling about that. Alright, put the good shock absorber in. Okay. This one was fine. That's right. So the other side, we have to install the new in-link. Get the tire back on. Alright. Oh, back up. There we go. Oh, now see, there's no, just a random thought. There's no alignments in this game. However, you would definitely want to do an alignment after replacing any suspension components like this. Because your settings are going to be all off, and the car won't drive straight, or you'll have wear problems with your tires. But so if you ever do any suspension work to your vehicle, you always want to have an alignment done afterwards. Go in. There we go. Alright, onto the back now. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, I gotta get that off. I think the control arms come underneath. And that, so pretty much up here, all I may need is the shock absorber on this side. I'm about to do something I wouldn't recommend, and that's, that doesn't come from the... Alright. I'll play it your way, game. Play it your way. Good luck taking a shock absorber out without the wheel and stuff off, but, you know. Whatever you say, game. No, back up. There we go. Yeah, I'm about to do something I wouldn't suggest, and that's replacing components on one side of the vehicle only. But as this game is not realistic, and they don't pay enough for us to replace every part, which I would have everything in here green. But, yeah, lots of work back here. Okay, we're already on disassembly mode. Let's pop this baby out. So we're going to need a left rear control arm, left rear spring, yeah, control arm bushing, Did I remove that? Oh, there's a bolt down here. There we go. And a rear shock absorber. Now, is there a named shock absorber rear? That's it. Okay. Computer's back here in the back. So, shock... Oh, where'd we go here? There we go. I feel like I should get the off-road for the customer. Shock absorber. Need the suspension arm rear left. Suspension spring rear. We need a bushing. What do they call that? Just a bushing? I forgot. I've replaced several already, but I'm seeing it right here. Rubber bushing. Okay. I've got to check this, okay. Left A. Suspension arm left rear A. That's what we want. Alright. Put this baby back together. Get on to the next one. At least we got to do everything from the rear. That was helpful. So put the spring back on. The control arm back on. Yeah, if you were replacing suspension stuff, you wouldn't want to do just one side. You know, you'd want to replace both rear springs because though this one was damaged, this one, you know, took the same kind of abuse this one did. That one just sort of gave out first. Put the control arm bushing in. Oh. If we can swing our view over here, there we go. There's that pesky bolt at the bottom. Now that should be it. So, no parts to assemble. Now that should have fixed it. Yep. Loading. We'll see what our next RO is here. That took not as long as I suspected. My engine starts roughly sometimes, even if I drive it every day. Find the solution. Whoa! Hey there, swag. This looks like a Mercedes wagon or something. Some Infinity-styled taillights, but it's definitely got the body shape of a Merc. Alright. With any engine diagnostic, I start with an OBD... Oh, with an OBD scan. I can move this around like that's gonna do any good. Ooh, finalizing. Alright. Get out of the car! How do... Oh, okay. Whoa! How did... Okay. Got out of the car and it put me near the paper towel rack. Spectacular. Alright. It's, Oh, big motor, V6. Let's see what our OBD scan read. Well, everything out here is green, which I'm gonna suspect the problem is spark plugs. So we're gonna pull these wires off here and check the spark plugs. Oh, come on, come on. I wonder if I can view it now. Yeah, look at that. I can view the condition of the spark plugs. Whoa. Now we're inside the engine. At least they modeled the inside. I can zoom out? Oh, man. How many episodes in am I? And I just now figured that out? Okay. So those are fine. So I gotta put all that back. A long swing around the engine. Alright, so the engine runs roughly sometimes. Can't view condition of belts, can we? Yeah, we can. That belt's fine. The belt's fine. Water pump's fine. Pulley's fine, etc., etc. Can't do anything with the cams. No, let's wait. Can't take the intake manifold off. Can't take the valve cover off. Let's, just for giggles. Ah, stop it. There we go. Alright, that's fine. There. Alright. Peculiar. So engines oh, okay. Just another, random guess, but, let's hide this. Go to disassembly. Oh, I gotta take... Oh, I gotta take that off first. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I'm suspecting the air filter. Because if your air filter... Let's try that again. If your air filter becomes clogged, air filter, many refers to it as an intake silencer. Not quite sure why, it doesn't really silence, but yeah, that looks totally dirty. Nope. Want to examine conditions. Yep. Alright, so... let's go back to disassembly. You need an air filter, sir. How much are they paying us for this, by the way? 1,000. That's pretty expensive for an air filter. I mean, there's usually a diagnostic fee depending on what shop you're a part of, etc. But 33 bucks. All right, so $1,000 to replace the air filter. Welcome to the worst shop in the world. Let's put the good air filter back in. Reassemble. Yeah, if your air filter gets too dirty, it can become clogged, which won't allow a good enough amount of air into the engine to support the fuel mixture and get you, you know, stoichiometric 14.7 to 1, etc., etc. So I think that, oops, I think that was it for this one. Yep, $1,000 for an air filter. It's another weird thing about this game is you get the money up front regardless of, you know, what needs to be changed. Realistically, you would look at the RO, the concern, diagnose the car, determine what's wrong, and then quote that to the customer. I bought myself a new car, but the ride is very hard. I'm not sure if it's something wrong with the suspension or if it's meant to be like this. Examine shock absorbers and springs. I do that every time. A little sporty looking sedan here. We're gonna take it to our test facility. Believe it or not, this is a concern that you see a lot. People will go from one vehicle to a new vehicle and think something's wrong with the suspension or the brakes, and actually not. So for instance, someone buys or someone spends years in a Cadillac, you know, they always want to own Cadillacs, and then they move to I don't know, something with a hard ride, a sporty car, and then they wonder why it doesn't ride as well as their Cadillac did. Wait. So you always have to look at the results accordingly. Because we get a lot of vehicles from time to time where customers come in and say, well, this is wrong, this doesn't work on my vehicle. Well, you know, why doesn't it work? And it turns out it's not supposed to work in your vehicle. There's some things that are installed in some models and not others, and if you go from one model to the next, I wonder if that was it. If that's all they wanted us to do. No. It says examine suspension. Alright. Let's play the game. It says both the rear spring... Oh, all 4 springs are bad. Alright. How much are they paying us? I think springs were like 300... Ooh. Alright. We might lose money. Let's see. Springs. There were rear springs and front springs. 240, 240, 480, plus 300. So 780. We're making pretty good money off of this. I think I did that right. Hopefully. I think we can get these from underneath. Yeah, we just have to remove everything. It's not that much. It's just a lower control arm. That drops out. This will drop out. I'm gonna go to reassembly mode. Yep, I did it right. Won't take long at all. Oh, stop back. Oh, seriously? Yeah, I mean, technically. But still, it's a lot of work. Alright. Can I come out now? Yeah. Alright. It makes sense, okay? It makes sense. Reassembly. Put a good shock absorber back in. Just do random clicking so that it takes forever. Check. Ooh. Bit of lag there. Muffler back on. When you're working on someone's car, you definitely want to remember to always put parts back. They don't like it when they drive away and wonder why their exhaust is so loud because you didn't put it back on. Not, you know, not a voice of experience or anything. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Now let's get these front. Take the wheel off. Yeah. Then we had to take sway bar end link off. Now we have to take this out before we can get the spring. Technically this assembly is one and you have to remove the upper mount to get the spring off. But again, not a completely 100% go by realism game. But that's alright. I get enough realism at work. Come on. Yeah, thing didn't want to work. Wonder what happened if I put one of the broken parts from another car back in this car. Just put that bad air filter back in. Oh yeah, you got my suspension fixed, but now I've got this. It just doesn't run right. That'd be pretty messed up. I wouldn't do that, don't worry. Alright, let's get this off. Oops. Yeah, whenever I finish up the single player, which I assume should be a while because I spent quite a while in the first garage, and I haven't done very many in this one. And then there's a third garage to go, which I haven't even unlocked yet. But once I've done that, I guess technically beaten the single player version of the game, or the main version, there is a couple add-ons which I'll try. Ta-da! Your car is fixed. Let's get rid of all these broken parts. Oh. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Yeah, there's a 4x4 add-on and another one that I can't remember because I forgot to pay attention when I was starting the game up. Congratulations, you have a better driving car. Ooh, we're up there in time. It's been about 25 minutes, I think. I haven't driven my car for 2 months and it won't start anymore. Find the solution. Alright, we will end it here, but I'll come right back to this one, because I have some things with that I want to mention. But for now, that's going to be it. So make sure to tell your friends about the channel, bring everyone in. We'll all watch them together and enjoy it. Big happy YouTube family. In the meantime, your boy Jolo, take it easy.